Hello and welcome to this edition of the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Kelton Weens, and I'm here with Buffalo soccer head coach Butch Lauffer. Now, Coach, last week you went to Eastern New Mexico and you played them to your first tie of the season. Give us your thoughts on that game.
Well, it's always very difficult to go there and play. I don't know why it is with the, it's not a far trip, but it's an hour and a half, 2 hour trip. The surface is a little bit different at times. It's a really high grass, and they always play really hard there. And Harold's done a good job with that program and bringing it forward. So it's always a very tough challenge. And the disappointing ones, we gave up an early goal because we kind of weren't really focused, and then we had to fight and chase the game, and we did that. And then really proud of the reaction of the players. And then we had a goal called back late on a questionable foul with the refereeing, and not to blame the refereeing. It was just kids were fighting hard to try to win the game, and so that was positive, I thought, and positive of the response, but negative on the result right now.
As a coach, how do you approach moving on after a tie as opposed to a win or a loss?
Well, considering it's Eastern, we made them walk home. So, we just took the vans and said, you guys can walk. No, I'm just teasing. It's, what you try to do is, try to be objective and look at the short-term situation and the long-term at the same time. One is, what did we do well in the game? What did we do poorly in the game? What's our turnaround time? How much time do we have to address the negatives, and then really focus on the positives of what we did well, and then take that and start to put that into the new game. We got to move forward. You got to move quickly. The games come fast and furious, and so we try to take kind of a view from the balcony. What I would say is, you look down at the situation and say, okay, this was good, this was poor, but then also we have to move forward and get ready for the next game, and that's really important. And I think the you glance at the negatives and really focus on the positives and try to and go forward and focus on what we can do and what we can control.
Coach, on Tuesday you went to Hays, Kansas, and
Yep.
played Fort Hays, and you got a big regional win there.
Yeah.
Tell us about that game.
Well, we left Monday and got up there and woke up that morning, Tuesday morning, which was yesterday, with really favorable weather for us. It was cloudy, over mist, and wet, and it was windy, so it was just like being in a canyon, and that was a joke. So anyway, again, they have a good team, first of all. The guy's done a really good job. Brett's done a very good job up there. It's always a good game. His teams want to play. They're not an overly physical team, but they try to possess the ball, and they try to manipulate you by ball possession and moving through that, moving your people around and stuff like that. And we gave up going into the win the first half. We gave up really what I thought was a poor goal, but maybe a poor coaching decision, as I probably played a player I shouldn't have played because of injury, and then rectified it and kind of put him in a situation to fail instead of put him in a situation to succeed. And we made an adjustment, and the kids rebounded and scored 2 second-half goals, and really positive about the response of the players, and they knew the importance of the match, and it was just the other coaches could have tested it. It was a fun bus ride home. When you get a response like that from your team, and you don't mind the 6 and 7 hour trip on the bus because of how proud you are of your players and your coaching staff and how everybody rose to the challenge to get that result. And and it was interesting because it was kids that. Some of the kids that made the big difference was kids that haven't played a lot, So we had the last couple of games we've had to go deep into the bench because of injuries, and those kids have really responded. And kudos to Chris Hutton for, scoring a big goal for us on yesterday afternoon.
Finally, Coach, you play Fort Hays on Sunday.
Yep.
On Senior Day at home. Give us your preview of that one.
Well, it's going to be similar. It's going to be a little bit of emotional type of environment because of I think we have 5 seniors that are graduating and their last time and everything. And one thing we're going to preach starting tomorrow, because the players have the day off today, is managing kind of the distractions for the upcoming week. Because you'll have parents coming into town, last home game on the regular season schedule, all those type of situations. So trying to manage the distractions, and then trying to go out and win another game. And we feel good about the tactics that we applied. I don't see them changing much based on what I saw yesterday, since they didn't really change during the game at all. So I don't know if they didn't, don't recognize that or just feel like they're good enough to do what they do and keep doing it. So this isn't broadcasted in Hayes, Kansas, is it?
No.
Good, just checking. So anyway, I think we're going to probably do the same thing and see if they can force them to make some adjustments to change to us and go out and play hard and hopefully I think we're worth watching and hopefully we'll get a nice crowd and a good day to play and get another W and really put pressure on this regional poll situation.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time today and good luck this week.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Coaches Show. For Coach Lauffer and the WT Sports Network, I'm Kelton Weins.